On this episode, I'm really just trying to stay warm. Hey everybody, and welcome to Finish Friday, the show that helps more creative people change more lives. I am your host, Todd B from Tennessee, and as we get into this, there's something I need you guys to look at really quickly. It's one of my latest posts called How to Launch a Book All by Yourself. And I think if you ever thought about writing a book, or if you've written a book before and you thought it didn't do as good as it should have, you got to check out this post. It's getting some major love, and it is my most in-depth post I've ever written, I think, on on one topic. And so this stuff is fresh. I am 12 days off a book launch right now, and so all of this stuff is straight from the heart, and it's all raw. And I want you to get to that post if you've ever thought about writing a book. Other than that, man, I'm just trying not to freeze to death. Like, that's so dramatic because you guys up north who are watching this are like, this Tennessee guy, he doesn't know about cold. But it's cold. Like, I'm cold, and so I don't know what else to do about that. And with that, I have nothing else to say, so let's get into today's topic. In this time of gratitude, I just wanted to pause and take a moment and say, no thanks. No thanks to the big, fat, cushy job that most everybody in the age bracket above me seems to want. No thanks to the big house and the nice car and the bling. No thanks to someone else trying to tell me how I should spend my day. No thank you to the 3-hour meetings that I don't really have to be at. No thank you to somebody else's goals, somebody else's dreams, somebody else's pursuits. I'm not about that life. Listen, you guys, I come to you today because I want to encourage you. There is no point in being thankful for something that you are not truly thankful for. Listen, I get gratitude and I am all about that life, but you got to start saying no thanks to the things that don't matter as much to you. So I'm going to encourage you this week. Absolutely be thankful. Absolutely be grateful for what you have. But start to identify as we wind down 2017 what things that you do not want to be a part of this next year. And when you do that, you can start get clarity on the things that you want to move towards. Big reputation. Big reputation. I'm not even gonna say her name, because if I did, that would be at least the third time I have brought her up on this show. And so for those of you who recognize the lines I was just singing, we'll just keep that our little secret. Today's question of the week comes in from Glenn, and Glenn asks, here's a marketing question. What is the best piece of advice you have for a one-man team trying to market their own book? Glenn, the best advice I can give you is to figure out exactly who the book is for. Like, down to the most narrow piece you can possibly get it, because as creatives, we're tempted to think big, like, oh, I can reach everybody. And yeah, like, you can and you will probably. But the thing is, with a book specifically, you have to get so focused on what it's about and who it's for. So for me, that meant I went through thousands of my followers over on Medium and I read their bios, like word for word. And I used the language that they called themselves to put in the copy for my book, like the sales page and everything like that, because I didn't want to guess at what I thought they wanted or who I thought they wanted to be. I wanted to see exactly who they thought they wanted to be so that I could write that book at that angle toward that market. And then from then you can move on and kind of branch out past your early adopters once you sell and once you get the book in the hands of the people that can need it most. It's the whole thanks, no thanks thing. If you're able to exclude the people who don't need your book, the people who do need your book will find it more easily. And once you're crystal clear, you're going to be more able to target what you need to the people who need it. See a bad thing happen. I started thinking and doing the show at the same time, which is never a good call, because someone last week said I sounded tired, and now I'm like, oh, am I tired enough? Am I like getting the most out of my voice and have enough energy here? But I don't know. See what happens. See what happens when you think. Today's artist spotlight goes on Mellow Beat Seeker, and I'll tell you why in a minute as I start up kind of the music that goes on this channel. I think YouTube Live is having a moment. I think what happened was, YouTube was running behind in the live broadcast game, and now they're trying to catch up. And so musicians right now, and especially DJs, like if there are any potential DJs listening to the show, YouTube Live, YouTube Live, YouTube Live, YouTube Live, because they're helping promote this scene. And the music scene, especially on YouTube, can get kind of that niche in the live piece where people on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter it's not really set up for that. And so I got to give the shout out to Mellow Beat Seeker for seeing that trend. And I have watched them go from 90 some odd thousand followers or subscribers to 140 plus now. And so when you see a trend, sometimes you have to jump on it and leverage it to get what you're trying to get. That's it for episode 45. Can you guys believe I've been on it this long? We're almost at the end of 2017, which is insane to me. Thank you so much for coming along. This week's Ask the Audience. I ask a question, you answer in the comments below. What did you do for Thanksgiving? I can't wait to see what you guys have been up to, and I look forward to chatting with you in the comments. Before you leave, like this show if you liked it. Again, I'm Todd B from Tennessee, and I will talk with you next week.